It is time for merchandise talk. Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this video we're getting some new merchandise, and we're also checking out the Thanksgiving event from wonderful Precure that is happening next year. Before we get to the Thanksgiving event, let's check out the merch. First off, we have two new Precure albums getting released. One is the Shihaya Yoshitake Precure song Best, Egao no Okurimono. This one is getting released December 25, so if you are a fan of Shihaya Yoshitake, just like I am, she's my favorite Precure singer, this is a present for you and me and for us. And this album will feature all of the Shihaya Yoshitake songs that she did for Precure, at least her solo songs, because she has lots of duo and trio and group songs. But this one will feature all of her solo songs that she did for Precure, starting with Star Twinkle, which was when she debuted. That's why we have all of the lead Cures here since Cure Star, because we had Shihaya present in all seasons since then. She started with Twinkle, oh she ete. I love that song. And we also are going to have two new songs in this album called Yume Palette and Egao no Okurimono. I'm very excited. I really like Shihaya Yoshitake and I love her voice. I love her interpretation of the songs. It's gonna be great. And still talking about albums, we are going to have the vocal best from wonderful Precure. This is getting released next year, January 29. And usually wonderful, the vocal best albums, they feature new songs. Last year, for example, it featured the Cure Majesty character song that we did not have before for obvious reasons. But this time, the new songs are not character related. We are going to have the opening that is going to be sung by the four Cures, and we're also going to have a new song. And this new song is going to be sung by Shihaya Yoshitake that we just talked about, Ami Ishii, and Moeha Noshimoto. And an interesting fact about this album is that we're going to have two discs. One of them featuring all the songs, and the second disc features karaoke versions of all the songs. I feel like this is a first in a vocal album, in the vocal best, and I really like this. I really like this idea. I love when we have karaoke versions because you can just jam to the songs and you can just sing. You can just put your heart out and, scream from the top of your lungs. Just have some fun with the songs. And I really like this cover. It's very pretty. But those items in the back of the cover, they really remind me of Gems. If you've watched Madoka Magica, you know what I'm talking about. And I mean, they're very pretty. I wonder if they're gonna appear in the show in some form, or it's just a visual for the album itself. Now for more character-related merch, let us talk about Precure AllStars Select Colors. This is the yellow version of this lineup. This is Precure AllStars Select Colors Yellow number 1. This is the first lineup from the yellow Cures. And we've already checked out pink number 1 and blue number 1. Now it is time for yellow number 1, and it's going to feature a collection of yellow Cures. Obviously not all of them. We're definitely getting yellow number 2, pink number 2, blue number 2. But this one features 7 yellow Cures. We are going to have acrylic stands for each and every one of them, and also badges for each and every one of them as well. This collection right here is a little peculiar because when this was announced, we've had this beautiful image of all of the Cures. This is Select Colors, and we have this artwork featuring all of the teams except the wonderful Precure girls. We don't know if the wonderful Precure girls are going to be added to this lineup later, but for now, they are not present. And each Cure had a new artwork. This is also a towel. You can buy this towel on pretty stores. It's very pretty. It features all the Cures up until Hirogaru Sky. But what they were doing is that they were getting those images and selling them individually in the acrylics and in the bottoms or badges. But now with the yellow cures, if we pay attention to them, they are all different. Just look at Yum Yum, for example, and when you get here, the Yum Yum image is another one. Just look, for example, at Cure Twinkle. Cure, look at her. Look, she's falling down from the sky. She's free falling, and here she's different. Look, most of the cures have new arts. We don't really know why, but they have decided to update the arts for the yellow girls. The only one that has the same art as the towel art is Cure Sparkle. If we look at her here, we can see that here she has the same art style as she does in the towel thingy. And it's funny because in the towel, they're all like sitting down or jumping, or like they're crouching a little bit. And in here, they updated the arts for them. Most of them are standing. Sparkle is the only one who is not. I just love this Etoile image, this new one. If we look at Etoile here, she's different. And now she looks stunning. She's not my favorite cure out of this lineup, but out of this lineup, she has my favorite image. Just look at her. I mean, all of them are gorgeous, but Etoile, she's just, giving something else. And this one is getting released October 25th. As I said, they are releasing them in batches, and they are going slow. So my favorite cures haven't been released yet, and I am excited to have them in my collection. I'm very excited to have Butterfly in my collection, for example, but they haven't appeared yet. If your favorite cure is not released yet and you are excited to get her, they are definitely getting everyone released, except for the wonderful ones. We don't know if the wonderful ones are going to be present. They are not present in the towel, but that doesn't mean much since they are already updating the towel images to the release of individual merch. Well, and now the last thing we're checking out on this video is this beautiful image right here, which is the visual for the Thanksgiving event for Wonderful Precure. The Wonderful Precure Thanksgiving event has been announced. We have this beautiful, amazing logo. I just love the Wonderful logo. And they just made it even prettier with the ribbons and the frills. Love, love, love it. I love this website. Look at how pretty it is. And this image right here is the image that illustrates the Thanksgiving event. The Thanksgiving event is an event that usually happens after a season is over. They get all of the voice actors and the singers from openings and endings, and sometimes even more Precure singers to be on the event and to perform and to do live talks and such. And they always do something that I absolutely love, which is the live interpretation. They get a script of a future event of the season after the season is over, and they interpret it live on stage. So we usually know what happened after the ending of the season. We know what they're doing, we know what's going on in their lives, and they have a new adventure. They have something new going on as well. Obviously, it's very exciting to have this visual. It's a very pretty one. Sometimes we have the Thanksgiving event visuals with their human forms, as we are having with Wonderful, as we had with Hirogaru, but sometimes we also have visuals with their cure forms as well. And sometimes we have both. I think we have both of them, and we can even get merch in the Thanksgiving event of both versions. Hirogaru had both. I think most of them have both. This image has sparked some discussion in the fandom because if you pay, as I said, the Thanksgiving event happens after the season is over, and it usually features something that happens after the season is over. So an event after the events of the season. And if we look at this image, we can see that Yuki does not have her brooch anymore. It doesn't seem Komugi has her either. So there's a conversation. Are they going to lose their powers after the season is over? Are they not going to be able to talk the way they usually do in the season? And we're just going to have a regular relationship between human and animal after the season is over? This is a possibility judging by this image, but I don't think this is just set in stone. We just have to wait and see what the future of wonderful Precure has in store for us. If they lose their powers and they're not able to communicate anymore, that's gonna be very sad. I mean, it has some sort of realism to it, but it's gonna be very sad, especially after everything they've been through in the show. I would not like to see it, I think. Honestly, I think I would not like to see it. Oh my god. But still, this image is everything. I just love this visual. It's really, really pretty, and I feel like the Thanksgiving event is going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, this is it for now. Lots of news, lots of merch. Are you gonna spend something? Are you getting any of the yellow girlies? I'm waiting for my Queen Soleil, which is probably going to be available in the second batch of yellow cures. But I feel like the images are very, very beautiful. So, you know, it's very exciting. If your fave is among this lineup, don't waste time and get it if you can. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you're a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!